What's going on? Alright, this is the Teyes CC3 for my Mitsubishi Triton, MQ Triton. I think it's an L200 in other places. Just arrived, picked it up today, hasn't been opened. So just going to open the package, go through what's in the box, and then we'll look at getting onto actually installing it. What I'll do is I'll set the camera up a bit closer so we can also see what's going on down here. So in the box, got rubbish, go aside. First thing in the box to pull out is the wireless tire pressure monitoring system. Also got the this is the frame to suit my car. So it just replaces the dash frame. Looks like I've got to put the aircon vents in, put the clips that come from the car on there. I'll leave that aside and I'll go through that when we get to the install. I'll do that later. So I bought the package suited for the car, but I also chucked in the package for the car because I didn't know what plugs I'd need and what it would come with. So I've got just a wiring kit here. I also bought the OBD port there as well for the car as well. Looks like it comes with these will be my USB connectors so I can retain my factory USB. Just power adapter. Looks like reverse camera adapter as well for the reverse camera. I've been through my car before, so I sort of know what these plugs are. I sort of did some research on what head unit would suit. There's another loom. I'm not sure which one of these I'll use. By the looks of it, probably this one. But I'll get to that in the future also. Because I've got two kits, I think I've got a couple of extras of these, but I'm not sure. We'll work it out when time comes to it. And this here would be the box for steering wheel controls. Next up I've got the dash camera. So I went for the dash camera as well. I've already got a half decent dash camera in there, but I thought I'd just get it anyway. Why not? 360 camera. It's probably what I'm most excited about. I'll go through this when I install. I don't think I'll get around to installing this today because I've got to do the rear camera, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. So we'll work that out eventually. But 360 camera. This is the mat for the 360 camera. This is the mat that it comes with, so to align it and calibrate it so you then knows what it's doing. Got a bag of standard accessories. So I'm going to say this will probably be the kit that I bought. I'd say this is probably the kit that it comes with that I may need. We'll see. USB, dual USB. That's my SD card and camera, AUX in, GPS antenna, Wi-Fi antenna, another antenna, 4G antenna I'd say, and more RCA and a camera and screws. Screw it all in. And this is the actual head unit itself. The Teyes CC3 head unit. Might clear this before we open this up. I'll put it all back in the box and I'll be back in a second. So I've cleared that off. Now I'm just left with the CC3 box. Yeah, look, going back, I picked this and I want to do a review on it because there's a lot of reviews online that aren't in English. So I wanted to do a detailed review of the English version just so we sort of know what we're looking at, and for the Australian version of the MQ Triton because I knew there's a few people on Facebook that are interested in it. Comes with a letter. Oh yeah, that's all your paperwork, ebook, Teyes voice. I'll have to log on and have a look at that ebook. And then the head unit itself. It's actually got some weight to it. So I'm not going to take it as plastic just yet. I'm going to jump inside and I'll rip the old one out. And then I'll get on to putting this one in. I'll show you a quick process of how the old one comes out. It doesn't be too detailed, it's not hard at all. It's just pop some clips, 4 screws, undo the wires, just as simple as that. And then we'll go through and pop everything back onto this here. So while we're here, let's go get the old one out. So to get this off, I just popped it off with these. I usually just stick it under here, pop that off. Pop that off. So pop those off. This just comes out. There's a clip on the back here. And that's your fascia, and that's what we are going to replace with the one that Teyes have sent us. And for the head unit, there's just 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4 either side. So 4 screws. I just got this just because it makes life easy. We won't be using these again, I don't think. Unit just comes out like that, and then we just disconnect all the wires in the back. There you go. HDMI, which we won't use. USB, 2 USB. You got one for the GPS, one for the antenna, one for the backup camera, and something else now, I can't remember what it was. Steering wheel controls. So that's our head unit out. See the ports on the back. What I'm going to do is, before I do anything, I'm actually going to get the wires that we got from Teyes and make sure I've got everything before I get too far into it. So let's see what we're looking at here. So that's our box for our steering wheel controls. Goes in there. What I've previously done is I made a loom up with RCA cables and a remote wire which goes to the back. So for the amps for the sub and speakers. So when I hook that up, it's all good. Now I need to work out what goes where. So this is my backup camera. Clips in there perfectly. That backup camera there would go to the head unit. Got another one here for the speakers, which is the RCAs. Should be that one. It goes in but doesn't click. Oh, there we go. She's clicked in there now. And we've got a last one here for the power. And she's in. So that's those. So my RCAs, I'll hook them up afterwards. This here, what does this say? Insert this into area C. Guessing that goes into the back of the head unit. Back of the head unit, RCAs, and there'll be CAN bus, but I'm guessing that's for 1 and 2. Key 1 and 2. Don't think these are used at the moment. USBs. Just got to make sure I've got the right ones here. So these two look different. These two look the same. So I grab my USB ports. And I think either of these are correct. So none of the USB port wires that I got supplied are correct, but that's okay. I know my local Autobarn does actually stock them, so I'll jump down there soon and I'll go and buy a couple more so they can go in the scrap pile. And this here, I think this is the other one that I ordered, which it's superseded by this one. I don't think that's required. Everything else, steering wheel controls already done. What we'll do is, that's radio, we keep that one. This is GPS and digital antenna. I don't have GPS, we use their own GPS supplied dongle. Digital radio, it doesn't have digital radio unless you buy the USB adapter, which I don't need. I live in country Victoria, we don't have digital radio. And I'll hook these RCAs up, and then we'll go back and have a look at the other ones. So I'm back with the stock wiring, the supplied wiring. GPS antenna, I've decided I'm going to probably put up the top here. USBs, I'll deal with that when I get the, I'll deal with these when I get the USB adapters, because what the actual USB adapters plug into there, to USB, which will plug into here, which will retain my factory 2 USB ports. These that looks like, we'll work that out. I'll look at the instruction manual. These two antennas, Wi-Fi and cellular. I'm actually going to stick them just up underneath here because I don't want them actually stuck on the dash, looking everywhere. Now this camera one, not sure what that's for, but I don't think we need it because it might be for the reverse camera, and the USB port. I'll keep that one separate as well so I can retain a factory USB port, or I can run that one to the glove box. This one here would be my RCAs. So front right out, front left out. So let's hook these up. So what I did is I actually labeled them so I knew what was what, and had to get an adapter the other day because I realized that the adapter, that the subwoofer only has one center right, sub out is only one. So sub 1 goes into 2, which is my sub. I've left these blank so I knew which ones they were. Goes red to red, black to black. Got them hooked up. That's for a center speaker. I don't have a center speaker, so that doesn't matter. I'm actually going to get some tape and just neaten this up because I don't want it messy. So best stuff I've found is this cloth tape, made by Teyes. Not sure if this is Teyes brand, but that's what I've used in making these looms. I'm just going to give it just a whirl around these. Actually, I might keep that remote line out because that might be separate. So I've got the head unit here. Before getting too deep into it, I want to just plug everything in and make sure it works. So I've got it working, let's turn it on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug everything now and I'll start mounting it up. Got it all undone, just going to use this. Probably shouldn't. There you go, that's your air vent in, one side. Just got to get this silver plate off here. And these white clips. So got those two changed over, got a couple more clips to go, which to get these clips off, I just got 2 flatheads. They're a bit tricky. You gotta pop one side out and try to get under here and pop the other side out. And don't flick yourself in the eye with them because they do have a tendency to jump. So one side, other side. That wasn't too bad, 10-15 minutes. Got the screws here for the head unit. Head unit back out of here. So by the looks of it, head unit goes down first, and it goes down second. And she slips just in like that. They'll give you a screwdriver along with the screws. but I've got my own screwdriver I'd probably rather use. So, got an extra screw left over. Don't know where that goes, but that's the head unit now, is now mounted up. Put that there. Compared to the old one, a little bit of a difference in size. So, dash camera. So I'll mount the GPS antenna, the dash camera, Wi-Fi, toolbox. So I believe this is USB, so this will have to take up one of the USB ports on the unit. Get it open. Cable and camera. So it looks like a pretty big unit. Does not come with an SD card. I'll have to chuck one in there. I have plenty of them. It's got a little circle mount there, plugs into there, so you can mount it up and then run the wiring. So the wiring does have USB and a like electrical plug there. Don't think it's going to focus. Have to work out what's what, but then you got that end, which goes into the camera. But let's get these all mounted up. I think that's everything that's in there. Yep. All right, so got the Teyes unit wired up and installed. Pretty much everything's done now. So I've had a couple of days to experience and go through it, and I've found a couple of little issues that I don't like, and I'll do a quick recap at the end of issues I've had and what I did and didn't like about the system. But turn it on and see where we go. So that's a fast turn on. If you've had the car on in the last couple of hours, it usually turns on really quick like that. A slow turn on, I'll see if I can get it to, I'll just do a hard shutdown. So the slow turn on, after a couple of hours, it will take a little bit, probably about 30 seconds. So this is turn on. You can customize your logo. So Mitsubishi Triton, I've got the Mitsubishi logo. Goes through the Teyes menu like a welcome screen. Quick load up boot. And boom, into the home screen. I do have my tire pressure monitors installed. Unfortunately, when the tyre shop did it, they did break one, so I've just got in contact with Teyes to see what I can do about it, but they're working. So I got that done this morning. So this is normally your home screen. It goes your Bluetooth audio, chosen apps that you want down the bottom, and your radio. I don't know how to really get into an app menu apart from going apps. So you click plus, choose what you want. So let's just say I usually have equalizer in there. So put equalizer, and then you have to hit OK and enter your equalizer, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, that's it. And then you've got, so YouTube Music. YouTube Music's what I normally use now. I do have a YouTube Music account for my normal computer, but because I signed in on I made an account just with, I don't have the premium. But you go to library, you got all your downloaded recent activities and downloaded music from here. When I go in and play the official video, I'll turn the volume down so you don't copyright and remove my video, but it's pretty good. This is running my home Wi-Fi. Quality is actually really good for the screen that it is. So I go back home and that will continue to play in the background. Radio, got your radio stations, so they'll work. Issue I found is if you've got music playing in the background, the radio will stop. The radio will play over it. So you have to stop your music in the background and then push play on your radio. Frustrating, but that's what I found. Bluetooth, and it comes like Bluetooth audio, and the same thing again. Bluetooth, you have to stop what you're previously playing before you can play something else, because it will play over the top of it. Google Maps, so you can set this if you want Google Maps, you want another Maps or what you want. I really played around with it. I'm happy with the Maps Bluetooth audio. I'd rather change that to like a YouTube music player, or this to a YouTube music player, because I don't think I'm going to use radio and Bluetooth audio very often, but that's what it is. The cameras, I'll have to do a debrief for the cameras. I'll do a separate video for the cameras when I get them. They did give me the wrong cameras, so at the moment I only have the side cameras installed, front and rear. Yeah, they messed that up and they gave me the wrong cameras, but they're fixing that. Dash cam, so you can either enter it through here and it'll show you dash cam up here, or you can go DVR and they'll open the big app here. Issue I found with it, it's temperamental. It used to work, and today it didn't work for this morning for some reason, and it didn't work yesterday afternoon. Unsure why, but swipe down. So you can swipe down, you've got your it's got weather notifications, got your music player as you do with any normal Android head unit. Got your brightness as you would, Wi-Fi, mobile data. I don't have a SIM card yet, but I plan on getting one. Screen off, if you want to have the screen off while driving, I find that good for light driving distances at night, which sort of doesn't annoy you, and your reboot. This is so you can even take screenshots and stuff like that if you want to. Don't know why you would on a head unit, but because it's based off an Android tablet, that's what it does. Settings, a couple ways you can get your settings. Wi-Fi, self-explanatory, Wi-Fi. Data usage, you'd see how much data you've used. I've used a bit because I've been on Wi-Fi listening to music. SIM, no SIM cards, doesn't apply to me. You also can get through your settings if you, wrong one, tap that, settings is just there on your main screen. Device, you can set your steering wheel controls. Steering wheel controls here. You don't set this one, sorry. Car model. CAN bus settings. XP, Mitsubishi XPM 2014 is the one that I found that works. You just have to find the one that works for your vehicle. Display, I don't know why. You can set wallpapers. I tried this yesterday, wallpaper didn't set. I set a custom wallpaper with a photo that I put on USB. That worked, rebooted, the wallpaper's gone. Unsure why that is. Sound, just some sound tones. So there's not too much through the menu system that you really need to know about. All I find is that it's actually really good. I enjoy it. Everything's working sort of as it should. I'll go through and I'll show you where I've mounted my dash camera, and how I've mounted the dash camera, and how I've mounted the GPS dongle. So I've mounted my dash camera just above my mirror there. It's a bit hard to see, but that's the unit there, along with the microphone. I didn't buy the Teyes microphone just because it was like $20, I think it was. So I bought a $10 one off eBay. Don't think there's much difference between them all. Just mounts up behind my mirror there. And for the GPS dongle, I mounted the GPS dongle down in the corner there. I did actually mount it up there next to the dash camera, but it didn't have enough cord. Like, it wasn't enough cable, so I had to mount it down the corner, which I don't mind, it's out of the way. So the tire pressure monitoring system is actually really good. It does give you audible alerts, but because this one is broken, I've turned the audible alerts off. So every time I turn it on, it just comes up with a pop-up down. You go here, you go settings, you can set your high and low pressures, your high and low temperatures, self-starting and voice switch. I'm not sure what those are. You can choose if you want centigrade, Fahrenheit, PSI or bar. I'm in Australia, so obviously we are going with centigrade and probably PSI. Not sure what other people use, but that's what we use. So I finished installing the Teyes CC3 camera system. Got some notes here of just some things that I found out along the way and that I needed help with. First of all, the 360 camera system. They gave me 4 of the dome cameras when I was only meant to get 2 dome cameras for the side mirrors, and then there's meant to be a square that goes front and rear. I'll put other side, that side. Put a photo up here of what they're meant to get, but they gave me 4 of the dome cameras, so they're going to switch them out and hopefully I can get my system working. The backup camera for my MQ Triton, it runs on 6 volt I think they said, and theirs is a 12 volt switch, so there's issues compatibility with my camera. So the original backup camera doesn't work, so for the MQ Triton you have to buy one of their backup cameras, so it works on your head unit. Covered it earlier, GPS adapter, the thing was too short to go to the top of my windscreen, so I put it down the bottom, not a big issue. USB ports, it's advertised as it comes with 3 USB ports, a dual output and a single. When you get the dash cam goes into the dual port, so you lose your duals, but it does have that extra one on there which you've seen earlier in the video, which I plugged my tire pressure monitoring system into. So really you've only got 1 USB port in the end. Tire pressure monitoring system, unfortunately the place did break one of my modules for the wheel, so I've got to get a replacement from Teyes for that, but apart from that works fine. Things I wish I had a custom launcher. I haven't looked too deeply into it yet to see if you can get custom launchers, but that's something that I can deal with in the future. Apart from that, it's a good unit. It was easy to install, everything's plug and play. There's no need to cut any wires or modify the standard head unit, so if I want to put the standard one back in, no issues there at all. I recommend it. So as I said at the start of the video, that was my shopping list. That's what I got, the whole kit and caboodle there. USB adapters, so I can use the standard USBs for that. I've still got to find the adapter. But if only 1 USB is going to work, I've just shoved it in the glove box, so I'll find out if I can get an adapter or not, and if I use it. If not a big issue to me anyway. I'll show you now just a couple of B-roll clips of the amps and the sub that I've got installed. If you have any further questions in relation to anything of the setup, anything in relation to the Teyes head unit, or want me to do another video on, let me know, drop the comment below, and I'll chase it up. I will do another video with the 360 camera when I do get it, and once that's installed, I'll do a review of the 360 camera and how easy it was to install and set up and get calibrated for my vehicle. Apart from that, yeah, let me know what you think, and if there's anything else you want to see, I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much.